The man's head is a revolver. He used to be the strongest member of the gun slave unit. This unit had 13 members, and every one of them was elite. With his status he could have lived in wealth, but now he lives in poverty. After the war ended, people saw the terror of modified humans, and feared another war. Later a group called the Anti-Expansion Bureau was formed, to control these modified humans. Since then, only licensed extended were allowed to exist. To survive, he opened a small odd job shop in town, every day helping neighbors with small problems, and getting paid for it. On his way home, Jack was drawn by a crowd ahead. After hearing the discussion around him he learned a kidnapping had just happened. In this era full of crime, Jack was used to it and did not care, but the nun who appeared caught his attention. When he was close to home, his landlord stopped him. The landlord thought Jack had been inside the room, and heard a loud noise earlier. Thinking the gun on Jack's head misfired, Jack felt something was wrong. When he returned he found the place in a mess, making his poor life worse. Just then Jack noticed someone else in the room, and this person seemed to know him. Seeing he carried an unconscious child, Jack assumed he was the kidnapper, and immediately tried to call the police. The nervous modified man said he was not kidnapping, he was escaping. Before the call went through, the bureau had already arrived. They kicked the door open. Jack stepped in front of the door. His solid build and the gun on his head scared the agents. They thought Jack would hand over the modified man, but he said the room was under renovation and no entry allowed. The agents were not satisfied, and threatened Jack, "If you obstruct inspection, an overextended like you will have your license revoked. Without a license you will be arrested." Jack replied, "If arrested I would probably be torn apart. If that is the case I do not mind taking one of you with me." The agents panicked. They knew he was not joking, and finally left unwillingly. Jack knew them well, and believed they were still watching, though it was obvious. Then the modified man asked, "Why did you not hand me over?" Jack said he hated their attitude. Now the only one who could help him was Jack. He planned to draw the bureau away, and asked Jack to protect the child. It was a commission, and he would pay afterward. Jack accepted. After all, he needed money to fix the window. As a former gun slave member, he had connections. He just needed to deliver the child. But when he arrived, he saw the same nun from the street. Before Jack could ask, the nun said the child belonged to their orphanage, and they felt guilty about losing the child. It was clearly a lie. If what she said was true, why were the child's leg tendons cut? That was clearly to stop escape. Exposed, the nun dropped the act, and revealed herself as a beautiful woman. Jack hid behind a pillar to protect the child. The nun mocked him for being a former gun slave, calling him an outdated relic, and even told him to shoot her with that thick gun. Jack tried to avoid trouble but lost control of his anger. As he was about to act, the modified man rushed out, and wrapped his arms around the nun to let Jack escape. But the nun was skilled. She fired 2 shots into the air. The bullets ricocheted and hit the support brain. The situation reversed and she shot him. The impact made the modified man fall. At the critical moment Jack grabbed him. This had nothing to do with Jack, but he still risked himself to save him, because the client could not die before paying. If this continued all 3 would die. Jack decided to hand the child to him first. Since he accepted the commission, he would take the body back. After a shot both of them fell. During the fall the modified man shielded Jack. Jack was mostly fine, but the modified man was dying. While he could still speak, he told Jack the truth. The child they were protecting was himself. He controlled this body. Those people were from Barurin, on the surface an orphanage, but secretly sending collected orphans to the Barurin company for extended experiments. He was one of them. He had a remote control device implanted, able to control any extended body. This body proved it, but it was about to fail, and he would become their experiment again.